everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
What up, what up?
I feel like these days just go so fast.
They do.
Happy Friday.
Time never stops moving ahead.
It's my favorite episode of the week, though.
It is, right?
Friday episode. I just love Fridays.
And the weather's been hot all of a
Yes,
sudden.
I'm actually sitting here in shorts, a tank top. I'm like full summer mode over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's 80s. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, it just went from
I
cold to
love
hot.
it.
So,
I love it, but I am a little tired.
yeah.
I got home late last night.
How was the concert?
So last night I went to a concert. Rao Alejandro. He is a reggaeton.
Reggaeton?
He's from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And
PR?
it was good.
Puerto
It was
Rico.
good, but I get tired.
You
You
don't got
know?
it in you no more, huh?
No, I don't. I was tired. And then it was like, it took a long time to get out of the venue.
I hate that.
It took a long time. Your sister was there last night. She was actually driving. And I was in the back seat and literally started laughing because she was having a meltdown. She had like a mic meltdown,
Yeah.
like
That's
that you
funny.
normally have.
A mic meltdown.
She was like cursing and like driving abruptly. And I was just trying not to laugh because I didn't want to trigger her.
She was getting impatient, huh?
Oh my
trying to get
goodness.
out of
It
there.
was hilarious though. And she was stressing out, counting how many hours she was going to have to sleep.
I mean, it's a choice you make when you go out on a concert on a weeknight. I mean, you got to sacrifice.
Yeah.
You got to give one or the other. Either you
Yeah.
don't go and you get your sleep, or you go and you get less sleep.
I
And
mean,
deal with
yeah,
it.
you have to know, like I knew that, okay, it's going to be a little rough today.
Mhm.
I still woke up and I didn't get into bed. I probably didn't fall asleep till a little after 1, up at 6.
Yeah.
Went to
than-
Orange Theory,
So about 5 hours of sleep.
5 hours of sleep, went to Orange Theory, went to give my dad breakfast, came home, got my steps in. I'm here doing the podcast now. Yes, I'm tired,
Yeah.
but my routines are stronger than my energy levels. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I'm just really
Well, you learn to push through. I think people don't know that. You could push.
sometimes.
Sometimes. There's
Now-
times when you're completely dead.
Well, what I have to say though is having days like this
But you didn't drink.
makes me think. I did drink a little bit,
Oh, okay. You did drink.
but
You didn't overdrink.
no, I didn't overdrink. But having days like this makes me realize, like, how do people do this all the time? You are running your body ragged,
Oh, yeah. Staying up late and having
but they're
to get burly.
used to feeling like crap. So
Yeah.
they think that's how you feel.
Yes. That's
They
true.
live on energy drinks and coffee and dry shampoo, because
Yeah.
they're just like barely getting through life. And I don't know how people do that.
I know. It's weird, huh? I got to be sharp. I got to be operating. I need my sleep. I need to feel energized. I need to feel good. When I work out, I don't like to struggle. I like to
It makes me appreciate the
have good
days where
workouts.
I get enough sleep and my routine's on track. It's okay to have days like that. It's fine. But if you are constantly doing that, your cortisol levels are always elevated. Your central nervous system is on overdrive.
Yeah.
It's not good.
You're
It's
right.
not only for like fitness and everything, just for your mental health, for everything.
Yeah. You're right.
It's not good.
Mm-mm.
You got to reevaluate your life. That's a once in a while thing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like your everyday life. If you're not getting adequate sleep and drinking water and having, I don't know.
Man, I got a pretty good night's sleep, and I'm still tired.
You took a sleep aid.
That's why. I'm so sensitive.
Oh my gosh, because you were like, Phoebe was worried about you. She ran in and was like licking your face. Like, what's wrong with
I stayed in bed a
Papa.
little longer.
he's in bed a little long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anyways, that was fun. So on to the hot coffee topic. It's actually like a continuation on our hot coffee topic from the last episode. So we broke a story here on Candidly with Coffee about your friend's sister
Yes.
who passed away during a procedure. Young, 34 years old, young woman, Kim Kardashian lookalike. And 2 days later, after we talked about it on Candidly with Coffee, it blew up on the media.
Blew up.
It was all over TMZ, People, TikTok. Like, it's completely
Yeah.
viral.
It's crazy. Yeah. People magazine picked it up. My buddy can't believe it. He can't believe like it just took flight like that.
Well, here's the interesting thing. So you actually told me you hadn't heard from this is last week. You hadn't heard from your friend. You're like, I feel like something's up. I haven't heard from him. I talked to him like every day.
It was 420.
Yeah, and you're like,
it was
and
a
you
holiday.
reached out to him, and you're like, is everything okay? He's like, no, my sister's dying. Remember? Or my sister died, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And so
threw me for a loop.
when we found out what happened to her, I immediately started searching. I thought, this is for sure going to be on the news. This is a newsworthy story, and I could find nothing in the Bay Area news. Nothing. Nope. Then we talk about it because let me put it out there. You got clearance to talk about it. We didn't just put the business out there of the family. You got clearance. We didn't release the name, but to talk about it because we need to bring awareness to what's going on. We probably have friends in the Bay Area that have done these things with this woman.
Probably. It's a possibility,
because she comes to the Bay Area. She does these procedures in a hotel room. Mm-hmm. So, it was important for us to talk about it, but we didn't, I didn't know it was going to and then I opened TMZ up 2 days later on Wednesday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it happened again. I'm thinking, here it is again, another story about these botched plastic surgeries gone wrong. And then I look a little further. I'm like, wait just a damn minute. I think this is the girl we're talking about.
Yep. That's her.
And it is. And it's on TMZ. I'll pop it up here on the screen. It was on TMZ. It was on People. And this is what makes me sad. First of all, again, my heart goes out to the family. It bothered me for days after you told me. It just kept lingering. I had this heaviness in my heart. And of course, now that it's viral on social media, here come the bandits.
Yes, always.
And it's just really irritating.
With their
I also want to say we are going to link the GoFundMe for the family who's trying to raise money for her services. We're going to link that in the show notes, link that in the description of this YouTube video. Anything helps. But I'm just irritated because I feel bad for the family because the comments on the posts, the people, the TMZ, people are so insensitive.
Yes, they are. Look, man, this is the way I look at it. Whatever it was for her, body dysmorphia, whether she be addicted to getting the shots to keep her butt looking bigger, whatever it was the case, it's still some sort of addiction, right?
Absolutely.
So how about, are we gonna do that to every drug addict that ODs and dies? Or you guys have compassion for them? Or are you just gonna laugh at them? They're a POS, or they shouldn't have been doing this.
No,
but
they
listen,
don't.
Somebody has a family member who's an alcoholic, a drug addict, a pill popper, something.
Right.
Trust me. So people need to be more sensitive, man. Have some respect, because that can happen to anybody.
Right.
It
can. And
it can happen to anybody.
I think, and I'm speculating because I don't know her personally, but she has an extreme body. It's very extreme.
Yes, of course.
So
everybody sees that.
Speculation is, she's probably got some sort of body dysmorphia. It's very easy to get addicted to things like that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like...
Would you say it's the same thing as bodybuilders getting addicted to steroids? They always want more.
Yeah, and they're
bigger,
afraid,
stronger.
Because it's temporary.
Yes.
And they're afraid, oh my God, is it getting smaller? Am I getting smaller? Yes. I need to get more.
I need more. Hop back on.
Right. It's an addiction. And it's kind of like for women who get addicted to lip filler, because it's not permanent when you get filler, right? So as the months go on, the lips get smaller. You start to think, oh my God, are my lips smaller? But you really are just getting used to the size of your lips. And so you keep going and you overdo it.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to get addicted to cosmetic procedures. Obviously, now that I see a little more about her, what she had an OnlyFans account. So she obviously had a huge following, and she was making her money.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, remember back in the day before social media, the circuses, like the bearded lady and the man with 6 thumbs, and you go and see.
Yeah.
That's OnlyFans kind of caters to that. You know what I mean? She was I think it's called like a bimbo modeling. There's a certain type of modeling. You almost look like cartoonish.
Okay.
And for whatever it may be, obviously it was an accident. She didn't mean to have, she didn't think, she probably felt very comfortable. Clearly she's had these procedures many, 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 many times and felt comfortable getting it. And unfortunately, it was the last time. It's kind of like someone who doesn't mean to overdose, but they get a bad batch of drugs and there's fentanyl in there.
Yep, exactly.
It's
happened. People think they're buying cocaine. It happened. Some grooms, some groom and his groomsman did cocaine the night before he was going to get married. I think 3 of them died. It was laced with fentanyl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So are we gonna make fun of them? We're gonna laugh at them?
And I do feel
gotta be
like the
sensitive, man.
positives of something like this going viral are I do feel like it's gonna make people think twice about doing something
Yes.
like that, which is good.
Got to be
But
an awareness.
But I just get irritated once again. I'm just so annoyed. Like, what kind of people comment nasty things about a young woman who died? Like, what kind of nasty person does it take to do something? Like, she has a family that's shattered.
Yeah, exactly.
Their world is shattered. From what I've read, is she was a very kind, amazing person.
That's what my buddy said. He loved her, got along with her well. He said he wishes he could have told her he loved her and how much she meant.
But there's people that are her family, and people that just have no compassion just because it's cosmetic procedures. So you have like this like bias towards it, like, oh, she did it to herself. And whatever your opinion is, does it have to be shared?
Exactly.
Does it have to be shared?
Because these people don't feel good about themselves. That's what I think. I think they have some deep-rooted anger issues, whatever issues they got going on, and they love to come to know social media and lash out. It's almost like, I used to say this about Facebook a long time ago, is people used to go to Facebook and lash out their whole life, and it's like, man, this isn't a confessional. We're not trying to hear all that. I remember I blocked people. I said, man, I ain't trying to hear about your confessional.
You know what used to drive me crazy about Facebook? When people would post like, oh man, life is so hard right now. And they'd post a picture of like their hospital bracelet.
Because we already know.
Because they just want people to ask.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying.
Wrong? Are you okay? What's going on?
And like, I would never ask someone because I figure like if people, and this is how I kind of operate my life in general. I don't ask a lot of questions. I feel like if people want to share things, they will share.
Exactly.
I make it known, like for my friends, for my loved ones, hey, I'm here for you, but I'm also not going to pry into your life. If you want to share things with me, share them.
Yeah.
But don't feel obligated to tell me everything that's going on in your life.
Yeah.
But, I would never ask somebody, or like, you know how someone says like, I lost a loved one, they'll post about, please pray for me, I lost my loved one, blah, blah, blah. If they wanted to share how that person passed, they would have shared it in the post.
Yeah, don't be rude and ask.
It irritates me when I hear people go, how? How'd they die? What happened? Like,
is it your business? Do you really need to know?
Like, really? Why do you need to know the
why
specifics?
Do you need to know? Exactly.
Let them share. If they want to share, they will share. It's just a human, like, nosy.
They can't help themselves.
No, nosy.
And see, the problem with social media is these people that leave these nasty, rude, race, whatever comments they leave, whatever it may be. They know in real life they wouldn't do this. They wouldn't act that way. They wouldn't act tough, like keyboard warriors, for instance. Yeah. They're not going to, like these guys who talk, I'll kick your ass online or I'll beat. You're not going to do nothing of the such. You're saying that because you're at home on a computer screen, on your phone screen, and you're tough. You know you're safe. So you're brave. But if you won't have that same energy if you see that person in real life, 9 times out of 10, no. So that's why people bark. They bark a lot because they're comfortable. They're behind the screen. Nothing can get to them or touch them, so they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want.
I just feel it truly takes like a. I have said this exact thing before because Tyler said it one time. I'm like, Tyler, why does this happen? Why are people? When they comment things like this? Tyler said mental illness.
Man, yeah, we got a lot of that going on.
Like, I would be devastated if I found out that like Tyler or Alyssa, one of my kids, like were keyboard warriors. It would devastate me. I would feel like I failed as a parent.
Right.
But they would never.
There's no need to, because it's unnecessary. You don't need to go and run your mouth and try to make yourself feel better, make someone feel worse. Like, does that make other people talk shit? Does that make you feel better? Do you feel good? You feel proud of yourself that you said those nasty rude things? Would your mother like you?
And if you want to see like the humanity, the way they are, go to one of these. I'll put some of the posts up. Go to these posts of I think her name was, she goes by Ashton, but her name is Christina, the girl.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now that it's out there.
Yeah.
Go to these posts, read the comments, and look at it, like, get sad for humanity for a minute. Read these comments. There's very little compassionate, kind words that are being commented, and it's very sad to me.
Yep.
And it actually is, even the GoFundMe, I've seen other GoFundMes blow up. Especially something like this that's gone super viral. The last I checked, there wasn't a lot of donations. And I feel like because people don't feel compassionate because they feel like, oh, she did it to herself. But I don't feel like people have that same feeling for if it was someone who had an accidental overdose.
Exactly.
Because that's basically what it is. It was an accidental death, right? She didn't intend to lose her life that day.
Yeah.
It's like an accidental overdose of drugs. If someone who passes away that way, we have a lot more compassion.
Yes, we do.
For that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just sad. It's sad. Again, our heart goes out to the family. The GoFundMe is in the description. You know, skip a cup of coffee today and donate a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Because every dollar counts.
Yes, it does.
Okay, moving on. I wanted to thank. We had a couple of reviews, and I just wanted to say thank you because I know that it's a pain in the ass to leave reviews on Apple Podcasts, and I just wanted to say that we read every one and appreciate them so much. Gigi's account, Gigi's ACC. She left a review. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I never leave a review on podcasts because it's a pain in the butt. But she felt compelled to leave one, and she left really nice, kind words for us. There was another newer one. Perfect Duo from AK Jess also left us a 5-star review.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, you guys. We love doing this.
Exactly.
And
we want to continue to do it.
Yeah, so share it. Put the word out.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate it. Okay, so moving on. Can you believe this? Did you know that the Miami alcohol curfew is changed? It's going to change nightlife in Miami.
Whoa. No, this
2
is news to me. Breaking news. Say what?
2 a.m., just like the Bay Area. And let me, for you, those of you guys.
That's going to kill a lot of, those extra 2 hours of staying open for
Story
business.
nightclub already shut down. They're trying to appeal it. They're taking it to the courts.
They should all band together. Every nightclub, every restaurant. Yeah, that's the beauty of Miami. Why do like government always wants to like regulate what grown people do?
Let me tell you this, for the record, it could be because maybe crime is getting crazy there, but here for the record, if you don't know about nightlife, if there's a 2 a.m. alcohol curfew, it really means like 1:15.
Yeah, 1:05, they start sweating.
They start like coming around, taking your bottles.
Yes.
You go out at like 10, 11 at night, you literally have a couple hours.
Yes.
It's not enough. That's why people go to Vegas and Miami.
Yes.
Because Vegas doesn't have the alcohol curfew.
Nope.
Miami used to have a 5 a.m.
Vegas is 24 hours. People
I think
don't
Vegas
know that.
is 24 hours.
No, it is. You can go to the casino and drink if you're gambling.
But Miami used to be 5 a.m.
Yes.
Now it's 2 a.m., except for establishments that have a capacity of 100 or less. So the little tiny lounges, those are going to be popular. They're going to be popping.
They're going to be popping. They're going to go over capacity, though, because they're not going to be able to help themselves.
I know. Remember we went to like we went to some little spots, like hole-in-the-wall spots when we were there?
Yeah, we did. They were cool.
Speakeasy style.
Mm-hmm. We did.
That's probably what there's going to be is like the behind-the-scenes speakeasy stuff. But that is going to ruin Miami nightlife.
Yeah. Even some restaurants. I'm sure some restaurants stay open late night to serve alcohol.
Well, they won't be able to now.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're killing. You're those 2 hours of staying open.
Like live on a Sunday. That's gonna ruin it. Yeah. It's done.
For those of you who don't know, go to YouTube, look up Live on a Sunday.
We went in the prime.
In the prime of it. I believe we saw Young Jeezy perform there.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but yeah, those like late night Miami nights and the 11. The Club 11, the after hours, all the after hours life is done.
Damn.
I had heard that they were going to do that a while back, but it's official now. Like,
why would they?
Like, Story closed their doors. They're like, we can't there's no way we can survive.
No, they need those extra hours to stay open.
Yeah.
That's big money right there that they're losing.
So, yeah. I thought that was newsworthy, especially, we used to go to Miami quite a bit. We used to go for our birthdays a lot.
Yes.
And that is pretty crazy. Okay, moving on to, I know that the crime in San Francisco is crazy.
Yeah.
Supposedly getting worse and worse.
I haven't been back to my hometown.
But I caught a video on TikTok, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. But Target is completely locked down in San Francisco. Like, it's the whole entire store is behind locked cabinets.
Dude.
I wouldn't want to shop in a store like that.
No.
I was recently at a Target in San Jose, and they were one of those Targets that has an Ulta, but it wasn't enjoyable because the entire Ulta section was all locked down like that. I'm like,
wow.
I don't like to shop like that. I like to pick things up and look at it. If I'm going to shop like that, I may as well shop online.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. It's
the entire Target in San Francisco is on lockdown.
It's because people are just out of their minds. They're going in there and just ransacking stores. They can't stop you from, if you steal under a certain amount, they're not allowed to engage with the employee. That's how Walgreens is going out of business. They got wiped out clean. People going in there, coming out with $500 worth of stuff.
They do these smash and grabs, but they do like gang, like a gang of people, like 20 people.
Teenagers
run
been
in,
doing this.
And it's almost like remember the game show where you could run into a supermarket and you put as much stuff in your cart?
I remember that lightweight. I do remember that.
It was like, what was it called?
I can't remember that, but I do remember that.
It was old school, but anyways, that's what it reminds me of. People run in, and you have 20 people run into a store and just grab a bunch of stuff. Nobody can do anything about that.
There's even one that's even crazier than that had me like, wow. You know how gas stations are locked at night? They have a steel door.
Yeah.
Bulletproof windows.
Yeah.
These like there's a group of them, probably 50 of them. They broke the damn door open, broke the glass, got the door open. I was like, damn.
Why were they so desperate to get in there? What's so special?
Just a mob of them. I don't know. It was a gas station in Compton. They just went in there and ransacked the whole store. They just wanted to see if they could do it. The challenge of it, and they did it.
Because you guys, they don't.
And there's no consequences,
never find
really.
You.
And there's a bunch of young
your
kids.
Masked, they don't do anything about it.
No, they're not going to waste their time on that. Let's just be truthful. They're not going to waste their time on that. They're not going to go and look at the video, look at 50 different faces or whoever, and how are you going to charge? You just don't have the manpower.
No.
You don't have the capacity.
And the problem is strength in numbers into a negative impact of strength in numbers. When people realize that and they think they just get a huge...
You seen that? Doesn't take much.
Of people together, and they just decide like they're just going to commit these crimes in mass volume that they know that the departments don't have the capacity to do anything about.
Nope.
And they literally get away with a lot.
That's why that BLM like riot that happened in LA, where dude, it looked like a war zone. Cop cars were torched, some were turned over. I was like, the power of the people, the strength.
Yeah.
They couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, when you
they couldn't do nothing
realize
to stop
your
that.
power of strength in numbers, it's scary.
I don't think Americans realize how strong we are. I think they think like the government holds the power. Yes, they do. They have the military, whatnot, but there's more of us than them. Just remember that.
Yeah, but in a negative way, though, it's not good for crime.
No, hell no.
Scary.
It's dangerous.
I remember driving through Santana Row, and it was all boarded up and stuff, and it was such a weird, eerie feeling during that time.
Yeah, it is.
That was crazy. All right, moving on to lighter topics, because, not everything has to be serious over here.
Nope.
I want to talk about, because we always have this conversation, but we never really talk about it on the pod too much. The thought of like icks. So I'll explain icks because you might not understand it. An ick in a new relationship, and like what makes us, we always say like, oh my God, we would hate to be single, like to go through that again. So like think about like things when you're first with someone that you have to like go through that like give you the ick. Like if you date someone that maybe, you discover they have bad breath.
Oh.
Or bad hygiene or something. That's an ick.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, like what are the things that if you had to be single today and date again, what would you be afraid of the worst? Like what would be your icks?
Probably cleanliness.
Cleanliness?
Yes.
Like hygiene?
Yes, hygiene.
And specifically, what specifically about hygiene?
I mean, how you live.
Oh, not your personal body hygiene. But
that too, but how you live. Are you a dirty or a clean person? That's important to me.
Okay, so when we first started dating, did you think to yourself, like, I'm going to pay attention when I come to her house, see if she's clean or messy or...
I don't remember if I did. Maybe I did it in the moment at the time. It's like autonomous. You know what I'm saying? It's natural. I'm going to look. I'm going to see how this person lives because I live clean.
Yeah.
And if we're not on the same page, it's going to be kind of hard because I'm going to be irritated. And when you're new, it's kind of, you got to be sensitive. Like, how are you going to come at them and tell them? But at the same time, it's like, I don't live this way.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, I feel like it would be like a turnoff. There'd be a lot of turnoffs.
Yes. And there's too many turnoffs, and I got to go.
You know that when...
Because it's a balance. It just depends which way it tilts towards.
Yeah, like if it's too many turnoffs, then it's like, okay, out. I used to worry about myself because do you remember that movie Shallow Hal? It was with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, the girl, he would look at her and she looked like a model.
Yeah, but she was really big. Yeah, because he had like a spell put on him or whatever. Because previous to the spell, he felt like every little thing bothered him. Like any little thing, like there'd be a beautiful girl and it would bother him. He was shallow, right? Any little thing, like she had a bunion. Oh, God, forget it. She could be the hottest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
I used to feel like I was kind of like that. Like I was worried about myself because the littlest thing will like turn me off.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I remember like I dated this guy one time and like I saw his feet in flip-flops and he had a little like dirt on the corner of his toenail. Like you know how like there's dirt in the corners?
Yeah.
That was enough for me.
Oh wow.
I was like so disgusted.
Damn, you were very observant.
That was and I would like so I would set my sights on a guy and I would think, oh yeah, he's super hot. I like him. And then as soon as he liked me, I would be upset because I knew that my brain was going to find something to make me turned off.
Oh wow.
And I hated that. It's like I called it like shallow house syndrome. But I think about it now. I think we're spoiled because we have been together for so long and we're just so similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
To think about like another man like stinky or not showering enough or hairy.
Yeah.
Those are all my icks. I'd have a lot of icks.
Yeah. I got some, I guess, yeah.
So what are your icks?
I just told you.
Any
hygiene.
More? Just hygiene is your main thing?
Yeah. Clean, not stinky breath.
Okay, so did you have like any icks within your previous relationship? Was there any things?
Oh, you know what turns me off? Oh, I don't know if it's a nick.
Well, it's okay.
Women
Share it anyway.
Don't know how to put their goddamn makeup away. Leave it all over the place.
Yeah, it's
funny.
That's an ick.
Bothers
if it
me.
Bothers you.
Yeah. Both my exes have done that. Like, put your shit away.
You mean just like leave all their makeup?
Yeah, leave it on the fucking
on the counter.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't like
in
that.
the bathroom. Yeah, I don't understand that.
No, I never do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I put my stuff away. But
No, you don't do that. But I'm saying my exes did that, and it's irritating.
See, yeah, because you are super particular. I'm like, good luck. You'd have a hard time finding someone. But I am too. You know what my ick is? Like really bothers me a lot is things on the counter. And I know it's from my childhood because my parents were a little cluttery. Oh, okay. And I didn't like a lot of things on like the kitchen counter. I like to walk out of the kitchen. I'm psycho like this. I like to walk out of the kitchen and look over my shoulder and admire the countertop with nothing on it.
Interesting.
This is where Tyler says that he'll say to me mental illness. I'm like, yeah, maybe a little bit.
You just like cleanliness. That's all.
I remember
organized, clean.
When we first started. I think we first started living together. You'd be outside. I would be in the kitchen. I could see you outside analyzing your car and like wiping down every little smudge of your truck. And I thought, that's funny. Like that was different.
What's different?
I've never seen someone so anal about their car.
Well, I was detailing. Got to get it clean. If you're going to do it, you got to do it the right way.
You did it like every day. Your truck, you'd be out there like messing with it.
Oh, wiping it down?
Yeah, wiping it down with your little
spray.
Yeah.
Spray and rag.
Yeah.
I don't know about every day.
You were out there all the time.
Every day. Maybe a couple of days a week. Who knows?
No, you are particular for sure.
Yes, I am.
But for me, to ugly feet.
Yeah, that too.
I'm weird about feet.
Yeah. Women got to take care of their feet.
Men have to take care of their feet.
Yes,
they think like, oh, because they're a man, they don't have to take care of their feet.
Nah, I don't believe
no,
that.
you bet. My dad is always taking care of his feet. And so I expect a man to take care of his feet.
Yeah. Agreed.
So it's scary because if you
take
meet
care
someone.
Of everything from hands to feet. Oh, your whole thing.
Well, you know what you once told me? You said if you see a woman and she doesn't take care of her feet, what are the chances she's taking care of everything else?
Yeah, I know. That's where
right?
my mind be going to. Yeah.
If the feet are not looking good and people see the feet,
Mm-hmm.
what about the areas that people don't see? Are you really thinking they're cleaning those areas?
Exactly. Makes you wonder.
I don't know. Those are the kind of things that I would not be able. I couldn't imagine going through.
People gonna listen. It's like, man, they're weirdos.
I know we are weirdos, but you have to go through that. What about new relationships when you're grossed out, like when you're not comfortable yet to like fart and go to the bathroom? It's just so nice to be comfortable.
Yeah. Going number 2 in front of your mate.
Or even like being naked.
That's true. You're right about that.
Do men feel like that? Or are men just like okay to be? This is a good question because women do. Like women do feel like that initially with a new man. You're a little like embarrassed to be naked in front of them. But are men, or are they just like free balling? They're just like not really tripping off. Like when if you're with a new woman, because you been with a lot of women,
mm-hmm.
Are you ever like, look at your face.
I plead the fifth.
No, but were you ever
No.
embarrassed about being naked?
No.
You just like let it all out.
I didn't care. Yeah. Never bothered me.
Men, I don't think men
But some women wanted the lights off.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
They would say, can you turn off the lights?
Yes. You're embarrassed.
But there's a thing about being embarrassed.
I don't know.
And maybe I'm curious to know if that's a common, like a men-woman thing, like men
the
just
job's
are
got to
not.
get done whether the lights are on or off.
I know, but I'm curious to know if other men are just totally not embarrassed about their nudity.
I don't know.
Because women I think are. Like, you're just not going to like just drop
I think by nature, women are more insecure than men.
About their bodies.
Period, yes.
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah. Here's a tip,
Hell
though.
no. Look at guys. Guys be out chilling, shirts off, guts hanging out everywhere, not giving 2 fucking cents. I'm guilty. I've done it, you know?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, like, it'll be at a pool party and be 300 pounds. Their stomach could be hanging out. Not care. No care in the world.
That's true.
Don't give 2 shits.
And women are more like, I'm gonna put a cover up on.
Yes. I'm gonna
hide my imperfections.
Yes.
I used to always wear board shorts.
Yes.
Always wore board shorts to cover my stretch marks back in the day.
So, yeah. But no, dudes would be like, fuck it. They don't care.
You know what? Here's a tip, though, for you ladies out there that might have an insecurity about something. Don't breathe it. Don't give it life.
Yeah, don't.
Don't give it life. Like, don't
You're
point
tripping
it
on
out
it more than somebody else's. Believe that.
I promise you, nobody's paying attention until you point it out.
Yes.
So if you like get naked for the first time and you're like, oh, I'm a little shy because one boob is smaller than the other. I guarantee you until you said that, he didn't notice, but now he's going to notice.
Yep.
Or, my nipple points in the wrong direction. I don't know. Yeah. Just don't point it out.
No, exactly.
Like you told me someone said like, oh, I'm embarrassed because I have a mom body.
Yes.
Remember?
A long time ago, yeah. I was like, what the fuck's a mom body? This
body?
Before it was a mom body, before it was a mom or dad bod thing. She said, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I have a mom body. I'm a mom and I have a body.
That's what I'm saying. What does it specifically mean?
I don't know, but don't point it out. It's okay.
No.
Listen, we all have our insecurities, but pretend like you don't.
That's it.
Do not breathe fire into your insecurities and let them flourish.
No, because it'll get the best of you. It'll get the best of your mind. You'll be thinking about it all the time and over nothing.
The reason why I talk about mine is because I want to make people feel comfortable. I have a platform and I want to make people feel comfortable. Hey, I have stretch marks. I have, cellulite. So I talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's actually best to just go about your business and not point them out because nobody's paying attention. You are your own worst critic. I promise you that.
Yes, true. I believe that too.
I talk about it because I know it's going to help. It's going to help people. It's going to make them feel better.
Yeah, of course.
But you don't have to do that. And definitely, like, if you're with a new person, don't say you're about to be with them. You're going to, do the deed or something like that. And so you're going to give them all these disclaimers. Do not do that.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. No disclaimers. Don't be like, well, I just want to warn you. I have a lot of stretch marks or no. Mm-mm. Don't do that because they don't care. Trust me, especially men.
No.
They do not care. They're just trying to do the deed, enjoy themselves. They do not care. They do not want to worry about that right now. They don't want to have a psychological conversation about it.
No.
They don't want to make you feel better about it either. They don't want to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's fine. They don't want to do that.
Nope.
It kills the mood.
Yes. Facts.
So anyways, those are my tips.
But are men insecure though? Yeah, some are too.
Yeah, but I think men are a little better about not sharing their insecurities in the moment.
Yeah. Well, that's why
There's a time and place.
That's why men hold on to their emotions and don't talk about when they're going through mental health crisis either. It's just a
well, yeah, I'm not trying to send them into a mental health crisis.
Macho thing.
But I'm saying, like, if you're about to do the deed and you're going to share them, well, I just want to forewarn you, I have a really small penis or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, that's
a
awkward and mood killer.
Mood killer.
Like, oops.
You know what I mean? Just like let it flow.
That's it.
Let it flow.
Don't overthink it.
All right. Well, hopefully that was a little lighter than we have been sometimes.
Yeah.
But moving on to our fitness-y topic of the episode. You know what I think that people do too much? They gather information. They're constantly gathering information about how to lose weight, how to get fit, how to, exercise, gathering. But what are they not doing? They're listening to podcasts, they're reading, they're researching. They're not fucking executing.
Exactly.
Stop gathering information.
Yes.
You have enough.
Take action.
You have to take action at some point.
You can't just be, there's too much of it. You got to take action regardless. And learn
I feel
along
like
the way.
And analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
People, they're like, oh, I'm going to start a journey, but I'm just trying to figure out what the best diet is first. I'm doing a little research. I'm going to, get my labs done, or they're just procrastinating.
Yeah.
And information gatherers, but never executors.
They're in the pre-contemplation stage, and they stay there, and they're like stuck there.
You're right, and so you need to get out of that stage.
Yeah, even if you just start walking, moving. Once you get moving, then you maybe go.
Well,
turn
what
jogging.
I recommend, I'll actually go over 3 things. If you are like really you feel like you're one of those people, you keep just listening to podcasts and
trying to find your motivation.
Yeah, and like
your why.
All the things. Okay. Let's just cut it all the way down to the basics. First of all, you got to execute. So stop the bullshit.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. You have to execute or you will never get anywhere. And I'm going to give you 3 things in order to execute. Number 1, track and plan at least 1 day ahead what you are going to eat the next day. This assumes that you have your macronutrient goals. At the very least, you need to get your macros done. Get your macros done by somebody.
Yes.
Know what they are, because it's a pain in the ass to figure them out yourself and do the trial and error thing or whatever. Just do it. Like I do assessments. You can go through me, find somebody else by all means. But get your macros done so you at least know the volume you should be eating for your goals. And then plan at least 1 day in advance of what you should eat the next day that fits those macros.
I remember when you learn your macros and then you start doing it, you'll get better at it. You learn. You get better over time.
It sounds daunting at first,
yes.
but it is not. It
becomes like second nature.
Oh,
it's easy.
So easy.
You just bust the scale out, put your food or your plate, and start measuring things out, and it's done. It's easy.
It's so easy once you get used to it, but you're not going to get to that place if you keep just contemplating and not executing. And they
got to get over that hump somehow. They're stuck. You know how my sister, she could have become a sheriff's deputy years ago, but she couldn't get over that damn wall. And I used to tell her, you got to fight. You got to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Got to get over that wall. And that's what happens. People can't get over that wall.
They cannot get
Once you get over that wall, though, it's on from there. Then you're running.
Yes.
You're on the other side.
Exactly.
So remember that. Get over that wall. You just got to get over that wall. That little hump.
And you're going to stop spinning your wheels. And to me, that's the first thing. Like when I'm trying to get on track, even if I've fallen off track or gotten loose or whatever, the first thing I do is, all right, I'm going to plan my meals out for the day or for the week. For me, it's for the week. I'll do like a 5-6 day meal plan.
Now, let me ask you, because people are like, probably thinking like, well, it's so easy for her, but it's not so easy for us. What's the best way to approach that? Psychologically and mentally, would you say?
Tracking?
tracking, plan your meals. How do you get people to that place like where you're at? That's my question. I guess that's $1 million question.
Well, everybody is different.
Yeah, I know.
Some people, they just can't grasp putting meals together that fit their macros. Those are the people that
Yes.
do my program and get meal plans. And they just love a meal plan. They just love to follow a meal plan because they don't want to think about it.
That's smart.
And that's okay.
That's easy. I mean, not easy, but that's easier if you have something to follow.
Yeah, and
instead of
that's
you
okay.
guessing.
I don't judge that. That's not how I would do it because I want to control what I want to come up with my own meals, right?
Yeah.
So, but I do them for clients because I understand that. It's kind of like I create fitness programs for clients, but I don't want to come up with my own fitness program. I just want someone to do it, tell me what to do, and I'll do it. So Alyssa will tell me what to do on the weights, or I'll go to Orange Theory and they tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So that's what I attribute people that don't want to think about their macros. And so those are the people, get a meal plan.
That's
Easy
it.
peasy. Get a meal plan.
Don't mess around with it.
And just
don't be
follow it.
wishy-washy.
You know, that's an option for some people.
Okay.
For others, it is just figuring out what you like to eat. And this is what I did many years ago. I still ate all the things I liked to eat. I just changed up the volume of those things so that I wasn't all of a sudden completely changing, especially when you're first starting out. Because when you're first starting out, if you think that, okay, I'm going to start my diet tomorrow, and you think that means that you have to eat chicken, broccoli, asparagus, white rice, potatoes, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's a drastic life change, and you don't need to do that.
No.
So instead, figure out, okay, I'm going to start, and I know approximately the volume I should be eating. I know I need to eat a lot of protein. How can I, squeeze the things I like to eat into this?
Yep.
And again, that's something that you can work on with a nutrition coach, or you could take the time to do it yourself once a week. Take the time, sit down, plan that out, make it work, make it fit. And then you're kind of like on autopilot the rest of the week.
You know the key to the success to any diet, macro plan, call it whatever you want, pick a name, is you can't go from eating like fast food every day, like shit food, and all of a sudden you get let's just say you do it on your own, and you go, all right, I'm just going to eat, like you said, chicken, broccoli, tilapia, asparagus, and that's it. No, you can't do that. You're not going to last long. You're going to last a day or two and be sick of it.
No.
You have to find, okay, you love fast food. All right, well, what can I eat that tastes similar? How can I modify it? Well, you could do a serving of fries, air fry. You could buy your own patty. You could air fry that or cook it over the grill in your house, however you want to do it. And you could still have burger and fries, but you could just fit it into your macros. Yeah. And have other things. You play around with this stuff.
There's
ways to play around with it.
There's no excuses nowadays.
No.
With an air fryer.
There's so many options. I mean, man, it's endless now.
And nutrition information on everything.
And with a scale, we can weigh things out now.
I mean, you just have to put in the time.
Yeah.
And if that's not
but
realistic.
But you see the point I'm making, though? How drastic that doesn't work. You can't. No. I've seen it happen too many times where people eating shitty ass food, have horrendous diets. They're used to eating candy, sugar, sweets, donuts, whatever. And all of a sudden, Monday I start cold turkey. I start my chicken breast. Chicken breast, tilapia, white rice, whatever the case may be. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna fail 9 times out of 10.
No, in fact, I do the exact opposite. At the beginning of the week, I sit and think, ooh, what am I in the mood for? What have I not had for a while? What yummy meal am I going to put together and fit into my macros next week? And then I get excited about it. I don't oh God, another week of calorie deficit. I don't get like that at all.
Yeah, you don't, because you're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about what foods you're going to enjoy.
And that's what I do for my clients, honestly.
The mindset.
I was having a coach's chat yesterday, and I had so many clients popping in, making comments saying like, I love my meals. Like I've never enjoyed my food like this before. I didn't think you could do that while you're in a calorie deficit.
The record show, I said this years ago. Remember?
You did.
Because everything was bland. I used to say, man, it's got to be a way where someday we can enjoy our food and lose weight.
Right.
But we always thought like, no, it has to be bland. It has to be. No, that was all wrong. So like
this week, and you laugh at me because every time I'm done eating, I'm always, what do I say? I was like, God, that was so good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're always like, are you okay? Are you okay over there? I'm like, yeah, but I love this meal. I feel that way pretty much 99% of the time about the food I eat. Some weeks I like better than others, but this week I've really enjoyed. I've had a breakfast burrito, a hearty breakfast burrito with those counter tortillas.
Sounds good.
So in it is hash browns, egg whites, cheese, and then this delicious tortilla. So I've been having that, and it's pretty large and pretty calorie dense. So other than that, I have my dinner, and my dinner is Mediterranean wrap with the bread is like the naan bread,
Is it the falafel balls,
hummus, tzatziki, the falafel balls, and then on the side I have kale sautéed in garlic, and then for dinner I have been having a protein loaded yogurt, so a yogurt with protein powder and fruit and a little honey. That's been my meal plan this week, and I've just thoroughly enjoyed every bite.
That's good.
And it changes up, every week, except for my mornings. My mornings are pretty much static for like months and months, and that is a protein bar and a protein coffee. And I have that every morning. So I start my day off with a bunch of protein. But every week, I swap out the 2 meals, and I have something else, and then I change out the treat. The treat is the last thing I eat for the day, the nighttime thing. Mm-hmm. This week, it had to be a very protein dense treat because my dinner didn't have a lot of protein. The falafel and all of that doesn't have a lot of protein. So I do for myself the same thing I do for my clients. Yeah, that's why I did the yogurt.
Extra protein.
Because I needed that extra protein to hit my protein goal. This is what I do for my clients too. This is what I do for them. And I come up with these meals. And if I'm loving them and hemming and hawing after I eat it, it goes into the database and I start giving it to clients.
Even I've made stuff and you're like, wow, I'll make some oatmeal. That's good.
Yeah, no, you know what you made that's really good? The shaved beef, like Chipotle style bowl with the shaved beef.
Oh, yeah, I get it from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's really macro friendly.
Shaved beef. Yeah, I get the package from them. And then
you put onions, right?
Yeah, saute some onions in there. The rice and beans, I measured out. So I make myself like a Chipotle bowl.
Yeah.
But I can measure it and it's my version.
Yeah.
I could track exactly how much calories.
I love the Chipotle style bowls. Another thing I love is like the deli sandwiches. Mm-hmm. But the key is in executing is you got to be excited about what you're going to eat. Like be excited about it.
You're telling your clients or audience that they can eat bread and lose weight?
Absolutely. Bread and pasta. See? Pasta too.
Yep.
Guess what, guys? Pasta actually has protein in it. There's a lot of protein in it. Yeah, you can. Unless you have a sensitivity to gluten, there's no reason to avoid bread and pasta.
And potatoes.
No, and potatoes are so good because they're they're low in calories for the volume.
Yes.
You get a lot of volume. They're very like dense volume and you feel very satisfied with potatoes. Yeah, like mashed
potatoes.
I think I might have something mashed potato vibes next week. I don't know. I get excited about picking my meals. And then
you enjoy them.
I'm liking what I do. I do the morning light little breakfast with the protein bar, and then I do the treat for dinner. But I only have like 2 main meals. I'm liking that better because then my meals can be a little more calories. You could be a little more fun when you have more calories to work with.
Yeah.
And I'm loving that. So right around this time is when I start thinking about, okay, what's next week? What am I going to have next week? Is it going to be a deli sandwich? Is it going to be a Chinese chicken salad?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be something with, I've been thinking about wanting to do potatoes. I don't know. I get excited.
Yeah.
Instead of dreading it, and I am in a deficit right now. I'm currently in a deficit, but instead of dreading it, I look forward to it. And that's how you're going to be successful. You got to look forward to it. But you have to have a plan. You can't just eat. And the biggest mistake people make is they just like, oh, I eat healthy. That means nothing. Zero. It means nothing. Eating healthy. Listen.
Exactly.
You have to know your volume. Stop avoiding it. Stop avoiding knowing the amount that you should be eating in order to reach your goals. I don't know why people are so afraid to figure that out. And if you're not losing weight, your volume's too high. You are eating too much. I don't care if you are eating broccoli and chicken. It's too much. Too much broccoli and chicken.
Exactly.
Sorry. And that's the way it goes.
You can't even overeat that and still think you're going to lose weight.
No. If you overeat it, the reason why people attribute it to, but I lose weight when I eat broccoli and chicken. Why? Because it's not very good, and so you don't overeat it. That's why you don't lose.
True.
That's why you lose.
It's not like you're clamoring for seconds.
It's special.
Yeah, you're not. Like pasta and all those rice dishes, you're clamoring for seconds.
Yes, and that's why.
Pizza, seconds.
It's because they're so delicious, you overeat them.
Yes, you can't stop yourself sometimes.
Okay, the second thing in order to execute is schedule your movement appointments. I'm calling them appointments. Movement appointments.
Yep.
Treat your workouts and your movement as an appointment that you can't miss. An appointment that you're going to get charged or reprimanded if you miss.
Yep.
Schedule it. It needs to be on the calendar as an appointment. Get it done, make it happen, and commit to a schedule and stick with it.
Exactly.
Unless you are disabled.
Non-negotiable too.
Yeah.
Once you make that appointment, you better set it in stone.
I mean, unless you're disabled, you should be ashamed of yourself for not, if you are able-bodied and you are not moving your body, think about all of the people that would literally die to be able to exercise, but they can't.
Yes, because they're paraplegic, stuck in a wheelchair.
For whatever reason, they cannot. Don't waste the opportunity to move your body.
Exactly. You owe it to your body. Your body's happy.
Yes.
Believe me, it loves to move.
Right. It's good for your
Stimulates.
mental health, for your
Yes.
physical health, for your weight loss goals, for your fitness goals.
Fresh air, vitamin D. It's free. It's out there.
Move. Stop putting that on the back burner. Make it happen. Figure it out. Take a look at your calendar. Pull it out and plug in time for movement. I not only have my workout appointments, I have movement appointments because workouts are not enough for me. I'm a sedentary person. I have spent many, many hours at the computer. And if I don't,
when your metabolism allegedly slows down.
you're not moving.
Burning nothing. Yeah.
You're not burning. You're not moving. When you're moving, you're burning more calories. I need to move more. I know this. So I set movement goals, step goals. And that was something that I did at the beginning of this year. Yeah. And I'm happy to say that I average 10,000 steps a day now.
That's good.
I'm someone that prior to that goal, prior to that commitment I made, I would maybe average 6,000, maybe 7,000 steps.
So you're about 3 miles a day in steps.
Yeah, but total of 5 miles for the day. 10,000. 10,000 steps is 5 miles.
That's 5 miles?
5 miles for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Total
good.
of movement, 5 miles. So in order to do that, on workout days, I also have to dedicate at least 30 minutes of walking time. 30 minutes of just walking. On non-workout days, I have to schedule an hour of walking time.
Yeah.
And that's a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
I slept 5 hours last night. I still kept my appointments.
Yeah.
My workout appointment and my movement appointment are done. So that's extremely important.
You dug deep and you handled it because it was non-negotiable. You could have told yourself, you know what, I'm going to a concert Wednesday night, Thursday. Yeah, I'll skip my workouts.
Yeah. Or if I'm not feeling good, then I'll just not do it. No, that's an out. I didn't give myself an out.
Yes.
I'm I don't care.
People give themselves outs too much.
I'm going. And here's the thing on that. If you have a routine, this is what you do. You stick to the workout because you're used to doing it. It might not be your best workout, but you still go.
Yep.
Because you don't want to wear out that pathway of the routine. Because the minute you skip one, it's easier to skip a second one and a third one. So instead of skipping, maybe I dragged a little bit more today. Maybe I didn't do as well as I normally do in my workout, but I didn't skip because I don't want to make it easier for me to skip again.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing, on the third thing on my execute, and it's time to execute, is plan out a weekly cheat meal. I've done that for many, many, many years. And people, have different feelings about it. I find it to be a good thing. Plan out one meal a week.
I feel like it opens up the pressure valve a little bit.
Yeah.
Just relax. Enjoy
one meal a week.
Let loose.
Where you just enjoy it. You don't track it. You just have one meal, though. It's one meal. It's not an entire day, just a meal. And put it where it needs to be the most. And you take a look at your week and think, oh, well, I do have a birthday dinner with my girlfriends on Friday night, so I'm going to plug it in there. And I'm going to have a non-tracked, enjoy myself cheat meal. or, maybe it's, a Saturday or whatever works best for you, but plan out a weekly cheat meal. And if you do those 3 things, track and plan at least the night before, schedule your workout and movement appointments, and plan out a weekly cheat meal, that's executing, and you're going to start seeing results.
Yes, you will.
Guaranteed you're going to start seeing results, and you're going to start seeing results even though you're not miserable, and you're going to learn to love the lifestyle. Then you can kind of layer in some more things: supplementation, water, sleep, specific types of workouts, maybe upping your protein and things like that. But those, you don't have to do that stuff right away.
No.
Just kind of start slow, execute, stop gathering information.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not doing you any good.
Too much data overload.
Yes, analysis paralysis. All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And we will see you on the next one.
See you.